Hey guys, today we're going to go over Secretary Hillary Clinton versus Governor Sarah Palin in the year of 2020 or 2016. I pretty much think that um, I think that the reaction from the country would be disgusted about this in both elections, regardless of who would be elected in 2016. Let's say Palin edges out Trump in the nomination, or Palin became the nominee in 2016. It's obviously not a 2008 representation. As you can see on this map, um, there is no change in electoral votes from 2016. So this is a 2016, 2012, 2020 scenario. Really, it's just going to be a matchup between the two candidates. It's not going to be if one was elected or one wasn't elected. This is purely going to be based on where their popularity stands in each state. Now, I've taken approval ratings from both of them. Hillary Clinton by far is much more approved than Sarah Palin is. This is going to probably be a 2012, 16, and 20, 2016, 12, and 20 prediction. So it's going to be throughout the video. We're going to go through 2012, then we're going to go to 2016, and then of course 2020. Now in 2012, Hillary Clinton had her highest approval rating in the United States. So obviously she would win in a landslide against Palin. Palin is horribly unliked in our country. She is only liked by some members of the Tea Party. Some still think she's too extreme. Hillary Clinton would have beaten Romney by a much bigger margin if she did run instead of Obama in 2012, and that's because her approval rating was higher than Obama's, and Obama fared pretty well, and there's also the argument saying you can't base that purely on approval ratings. Well, it pretty much fared out well for Obama when he had an approval rating of I think it was 45%, but she had an approval rating above 60%, and Palin has one around, I'm pretty sure it's around the 30% mark. I'm not entirely sure. I can actually check right now. Governor Sarah Palin approval rating. So, public image of Sarah Palin. I should have gone there. Sorry about that. So, amongst Republicans, she's down in the low 40s. Overall, she's in the negative. Overall, she's in the negative 20 mark. So, yeah, she's at like around 30%. I mean, these are horrible numbers for her. Wow, that's crazy. So Hillary Clinton approval rating in 2012, we can so Secretary near record high favorability. So yeah, it's at 66% in 2012. You can see how it progressed. Her peak was 67. It was 66 here, so I'm gonna say it's kind of the highest. But let's just go back to this map. This is going to be 2012. Obviously, you just saw, oops, sorry about that. You just saw the map. You just saw the approval rating of her in 2012. That's obviously that's definitely going to help her. So let's just go through a 2012 map. Obviously, the West Coast, Nevada, no way Palin will take that with that type of approval rating. Arizona, I'm going to leave as a toss-up. Wyoming, North, South Dakota. Nebraska, I'm going to give one of these electoral votes to Hillary Clinton. Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, I'll leave as a toss-up. New Mexico, safe Democrat. I'm sorry I'm going fast. I'm just trying to rush through this because I have to go through 3 different lecture cycles in one video. Colorado, safe Democrat. Alaska, I'm going to leave as a toss-up. If you look at Governor Sarah Palin's approval rating in the state of Alaska from 2016, it dropped tremendously, and in 2012, it was even lower. She kind of built her way back up there. Hillary Clinton in polling against Governor Sarah Palin in the state of Alaska, Clinton was ahead by 8.9%. So I'm actually gonna give Alaska to Hillary Clinton. They've seen her at her worst point. They've seen Governor Sarah Palin at her worst broken down point after 2008. They disapproved of her. They disapprove of her now. She built on many plans for the state of Alaska, and I've researched many parts of her campaign, and she's fallen through with a lot of promises. So yeah, let's just go through all the safe states. I'm going to leave Arkansas as a toss-up. Missouri, safe Republican. All these states, safe Republican. Indiana, I'm going to leave as a toss-up. The Rust Belt, safe Democrat. This was not 2016. There was no miscalculation in polling. Everything was pretty much tip-top shape. Come election day, there was no silent vote back then, unless you count it for the Democrats, but no silent Republican vote. All of Maine goes to Secretary Hillary Clinton. Illinois, so this puts her 4 electoral votes away from winning the presidency of the United States. Iowa, I'm going to leave as a toss-up. Ohio, toss-up. Virginia, she did not have Tim Kaine this time, so I'm going to leave that one as a toss-up. And all of these states on your screen now are toss-ups. So, the reason why Alaska, I think, is more solid than Texas and Arizona will be, I think if Hillary Clinton is able to suppress the Republican vote by showing them what a mistake they would have made, honestly, I would actually move out of the country if Palin became president. I do not see her as qualified, nor do I see her as mentally stable. I see Hillary Clinton as qualified. I just don't approve of her sometimes. She did keep her cool in 2016 when she didn't need to. Like some Republican candidates pulled the same card that Trump did, but it didn't work out for them. It only worked out for Trump, and we saw the results on Election Day. So I'm going to give Ohio to Hillary Clinton. That makes her president-elect. New Hampshire, Iowa, Virginia, North Carolina, Florida. Remember, these are solid Republican voters who do not like Palin because of her rhetoric. I think they will be the same voters that landed Obama a 2008 victory because of John McCain. Arizona, I'm going to leave as a toss-up. Texas, I'll leave slowly with the Republicans. Arkansas, high approval rating here for Secretary Hillary Clinton at the time. And Georgia, I'm going to leave with the Republican side. Arizona, I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to give that one to the Democrats because I think Governor Palin will turn away a lot of Latino voters, although it was not a lot of population here for them in Arizona. I think that a lot of Republican voters were turned off by Trump in 2016. I think even more will be turned off by Palin, but I don't see Georgia or Texas flipping. So now let's go turn all these states that we're going to go through 2012. So I'm just going to leave all the typical... We're going to go through 2016, sorry. I'm going to leave all these states as toss-up. I'm going to leave Indiana red because I don't see it. I don't think that in 2016, after 2 Obama presidencies, it will flip. It will stay Democrat. So here's the map right now. Sorry. Here's the map right now. I think Sarah Palin will still lose the state of Alaska. They know her best. They still don't like her to this day. So I'm thinking that one will stay blue. Nevada and New Mexico, I think, and Colorado will go blue. I think Arizona will flip as well because more Latino voters will be there. Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District, I marked it as 3rd. Sorry about that. But I think that one will probably stay to the Palin side. I mean, if they didn't vote for Clinton in 2016 against Trump, even though they may be turned off by Palin, they voted for Obama in 2008, so they might have been reluctant to do it again in 2012. But after, if they didn't do it in 2012, if this is contingent on that they voted for Romney, I'm going to say that they would stay red. They probably would stay where they were the past election cycle. Iowa, I'm going to leave that one to the Democrats. The entire Rust Belt, Democratic against Palin. And now Hillary Clinton has been elected president. The state of Virginia, she would have had Tim Kaine this season. Florida, I'm going to leave with the Democrats because of the Latino and minority turnout here. That would really help Secretary Hillary Clinton, along with North Carolina and Ohio. I mean, look at these numbers. Palin will not come out as a victor in any of these states. So this is my 2016 prediction because of the fact that Palin is so unliked throughout the country. Actually, I'm going to flip Georgia blue. I forgot about that one. Georgia is slowly trending more Democratic, and yeah, so let's just go through all the... So now let's say that, Trump was elected president in 2016. Actually, he was elected president, sorry about that. But let's say Trump is elected president, but Palin somehow edges him out in the primary. This is 2020. Last time we're using these numbers before the new census. So, let's go through these. Again, all the states that Hillary Clinton won in 2016 in real life, I think will stay. Including Virginia. Alaska, I think after the divisiveness of the Trump presidency, I think that one will just will stay red a little bit because I think Palin's rhetoric will seem a lot more likable than Trump's, considering the fact that Palin was the extreme right wing, and now some Trump voters, some left wingers are seeing Palin as more of a moderate and now more of the Trump agenda to be more right wing. Arizona, I'm going to flip because of the Latino population there. Again, Palin is very unliked. Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, since Palin would be the nominee, Trump can't follow through with his promises. So why would they vote for a Republican again to replace? So they would probably go back to the Democratic side. And Iowa, I'm going to leave with the Republicans because I think Palin will hold off this state by a very small margin, but I don't see it flipping to the Democratic side from 2016. Although a lot of Republican voters may be turned off, Trump won the state by 9%, whereas you won Arizona by 4%. Big difference here. Georgia, I'm going to keep blue. North Carolina, I'm going to keep blue. And Ohio, I'm going to keep red. It may be a swing state, but it's trending more Republican every year, and I'm thinking this one will stay Republican by a small margin, just like Iowa. I'm only flipping a few states Trump won by a couple percentage points, less than 1% in the entire Rust Belt. So that's why I'm able to flip those for the Democrats. And Florida, I think, will stay with the Democratic side. Now, this is the final 2020 election prediction between Secretary Hillary Clinton and Governor Sarah Palin. Yeah, thank you all for watching. And this is one of my pre-recorded videos, so you may or may not see me tomorrow. I don't know what's going to be uploaded. I'm on vacation or at camp, so